This is Deborah Donato, Director of Communications and Marketing for Goodwill Industries of Southwest Florida. Today, I'm bringing you Inside Goodwill. Inside Goodwill, more than a store. Hey, I am here with our e-commerce crew, and we're so excited to talk a little bit about what we do with shopgoodwill.com.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you for being with us today. I'm Michelle Proxfus. I'm the Director of E-commerce.
I'm Leslie Stepper, and I am the e-commerce manager.
Awesome. So I know you said that we've been online with Shop Goodwill for about 10 years now. Tell our audience, what is Shop Goodwill?
So Shop Goodwill is an online shopping platform. We do auctions. We also do some buy it now items. So we have a lot of different things on there, anywhere from collectibles, jewelry, electronics, the unimaginable odd miscellaneous items that we get through Goodwill.
Michelle, what makes Shop Goodwill different than our regular stores?
The donations that come through our stores sometimes are very unique. As Leslie mentioned, some are quite valuable, like jewelry, for example. And we need a place within our organization to showcase those special items. So basically they come from the stores, they come to Shop Goodwill, and they are the cream of the crop of our donations. And we put those online in an auction format.
What's an auction?
So we are going to put up an item for sale, and our shoppers online on shopgoodwill.com will bid on them. What makes it great is that we don't need to necessarily know the value of an item because our shoppers do. So that will set the value of the item.
So the item is sold for whatever the market determines the price as.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So how does that help Goodwill?
Our stores certainly are, revenue generators that support our mission. We too support our mission in such a way. We have many items that come through that get a very high dollar amount, and we're proud to be a contributor to our Southwest Florida Goodwill mission.
A lot of people don't know that Goodwill is 155 separate nonprofit organizations that work collectively to help people in their unique communities. So Shop Goodwill is more than just Goodwill of Southwest Florida. So
Yes.
Tell me more about the structure.
So each region has their own seller account, and each region will sell the items that they have coming through their local distribution or e-commerce center. That's how the different regions work, and they have different things that they focus on. Some of the regions only work with maybe jewelry, or some of them won't list any clothing items. So they each choose what they're going to work with depending on their location, how many items they have coming through, and also their ability to staff the program.
So when somebody goes to Shop Goodwill, they're not just shopping things that are available here in Fort Myers.
Correct.
Right.
They're shopping nationwide, but they also can shop here locally by just clicking on the advanced search option on the very front page of shopgoodwill.com, advanced search, and then there is a drop-down box for location, and you can actually put in Fort Myers, Florida, and then you will see all the items that we have up for auction, and some of those are pickup only because they could be large and not necessarily be a great item to ship because of costs. So we will do a pickup only, and those items are marked, within the auction that it's a pickup. So it would be fun to, just shop Fort Myers as well.
And people can come here and save the shipping costs and pick it up at the Opportunity Center at 5100 Ty Street.
Yes.
So, and it's really convenient. I've done it too, where you make your appointment, you do that all online, and you set a time to come in, and then you ring the buzzer and somebody comes out, and it's all done very easily, no difficulty for the buyer to be able to get their item.
Exactly.
obviously this is very similar to eBay, and everybody knows eBay. So what is the best thing about having that for Goodwill?
The best thing about having it is that we get to reach so many more people with what we have to offer to support our mission. And so, we don't just have, if it's a remote store in a rural area, just, the people who would walk through that door on any given day. We have thousands of people who can see the item, and so we can actually get, more of the value that it's worth to help support what we're doing here.
And people go to Shop Goodwill looking for things that they're specifically interested in.
We have a search option, so certainly people can search for the items that they're looking for. For example, vinyl LPs. They're very, very popular again. And I think that our team does such a good job in making sure that that LP is scratch-free or in very good condition. And so we have a reputation, that the products that we do put up online are quality and they are checked, to make sure that they're going to provide, a great end result or end gift, or to that collector, they're going to be very satisfied. So we have a search function, and people search for all types of things, and they can, sports memorabilia, for example, that's another area that, we get a lot of great merchandise in, and we, get autographs and things of that sort. So yeah, there's a lot of treasures within our shopgoodwill.com.
Let's talk about authentication. What is our process for that?
So most of our items aren't professionally authenticated. At times we do have something authenticated if we believe that we really need to get it done. Most of the time we're able to find the information we need by researching an item. Most of the time you can see, how do you tell if this is fake? And that eliminates a lot of the items that come through that we're suspect of, being fake versus authentic. So when you see the items repeatedly, we're able to learn a lot. So we're also picking up skills on figuring out, when things are real versus when they're fake, and, making sure that we're not trying to sell things that are not real online. And we're very, very strict about that. And whenever something is suspected or if there's an issue, we take care of that right away if there's anything questionable at all.
Now, I know when people come in, one of their favorite things to see is our jewelry room when they come for a tour here at the Opportunity Center. So talk a little bit about what we have available to help authenticate the jewelry that comes in.
So in our jewelry department, we have an x-ray machine that x-rays the metal. That's awesome because we can find out exactly what percentage of what elements, gold, silver, copper, bronze, we are able to figure that all out. And so we don't have a question of if it's plated, if it's a solid gold. We can tell if it's a gold filled item. Then we also have our gem tester. So we're able to test our gems, and we will actually include a picture of our gem test on the more valuable gems. So that way, if there's any question, the customers can see exactly where it lands, because sometimes we don't know what it is, but they can see where the tester lands, and so maybe with the color they can figure out what type of gem it is.
And I know one of the things that people always ask is, what's the most valuable thing that you've had come through Shop Goodwill?
So one of our most valuable items that we received in the jewelry area was an Art Deco platinum 18 karat gold diamond necklace. It started out as a brooch, and then you connect the pieces to make it into a necklace, and it had a beautiful arrangement of diamonds in the center that you could also replace with another insert, and that went for, I think it was $11,000, I believe. So that was our most valuable piece we've had that we know of through here.
That's great. That's great, because of course that money goes right back into providing services and training for people in our local community. So, they're benefiting from that donation in huge ways. So that's a wonderful story. Yes. So tell us the process of a donation. Like, where do you get your donations from?
We get our donations primarily from our doors, our donation doors that are connected to all of our stores. And we also have a pickup where we will do furniture pickups and donor concierge, where they go in and they donate the contents of their home, and we get donations from that as well. Basically, the donation would come through the back door, and it gets sorted, and in that sort period is when that employee would set aside the things of value, and then another person, a manager or a supervisor, would come by to evaluate that group of items and then determine whether or not it's shop Goodwill or if it's something they should sell in the store. And basically then it gets packed up, put on the truck, delivered to shop Goodwill, and we do a similar process here where we vet that item and determine whether or not it is worthy. Maybe there are some scratches on it, or maybe it's some golf clubs that have a little bit too much rust on them, and we will divert it to a different part of our store, perhaps, or an outlet, or our boutiques. We have 2 blue boutiques that they are the recipient of many of our great items that come through. So we kind of find the place where it's best suited, and then we will post the cream of the crop on Shop Goodwill.
When it comes in and you guys vet it and determine the value of it and kind of, the condition of it, and then we have photographers, right? So then what do they do? How do they move the donation item through to get it online?
Okay, so the item moves through once we decide that we are going to list that item up for auction. We will write up a description with our quality control team, and then it will go over to picturing. They'll take pictures of the item, and the pictures either get uploaded onto a sharing platform, or we use SD cards to send the photos along, and then it will get listed with our listing team, and they'll enter in the data. Then it goes up for auction, and whoever's the lucky bidder who really wanted it wins.
And how long are they up for auction?
Our auctions last 7 days typically, and they start off at $10.99 typically.
Okay, and then it's up to the bidding war.
Yes, whoever wants it the most. We always say good luck with your bidding. We often have people who say, hey, can I just buy this for this much money right now? We're like, sorry, there's an auction in progress. That wouldn't be fair. So,
and I know with eBay, there's a lot of people that will hang out and wait for that last minute and put the final bid in so they were the ones that win it.
We have that too.
It can be heartbreaking. So we always say put in your best bid, whatever you're willing to pay.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so with the best bid, explain that process.
So you can put in your bids, and what you do is you're going to put in your highest bid that you want to pay for the item. Now, it won't necessarily jump up to that amount. It starts off for our settings at our location. Each location's different. But at our location, we set so that it has to go up in a dollar increment. So if it's in there right now and somebody has the bid at $20, you would have to bid $21. So if somebody bid $50, it would just go $1 above that, unless somebody else had another maximum bid that was higher. Then it would automatically go up according to what your maximum bids are. So you could put in a high bid initially and not have to hang out until the last second in order to win something.
Right. So, and then if you're not local, what's the process for receiving your item?
Well, then it's over, the auction's over, and the very next day we start picking the orders, and they get carded, and they get taken to our shipping and receiving department, and they get boxed and wrapped and secured for shipping with bubble wrap and peanuts, things of that sort, and they go out via FedEx.
I have been here when you've received your shipment of peanuts, and I was just amazed how big those bags are. It's just overwhelming. It's like, whoa, that's a lot of peanuts.
A whole truckload of peanuts and bubble.
So that's awesome. I mean, a lot of people still don't know that we have this online component. So it's an awesome opportunity to get the word out to our community, because not only can they find some really excellent items and get it for a pretty great deal, But then they also are supporting their local community, and it's a way that they can support, getting something back is always a great way to do charitable donations, so as much information as we can get out there to let folks know that this is a great way for them to do Christmas shopping, or to buy something that is collectible that maybe they know somebody has been looking for. The more information we can get out there, I think, is the best, for everyone.
Right.
So, you guys have anything else that you want to add about?
I would just like to add that one of the great parts about Shop Goodwill and their e-commerce department is we get to employ a lot of different people who may have a hard time working in a public environment. So it's really cool that we get to have those people thrive in our work environment.
Yeah, I've been back there and I love it because, they're just so dedicated and so motivated to excel, and some of them I know they have their own competition internally where they want to put more bids or more posts out than they did the day before. Yes. And I think that's so fun, that they have that going on.
And they're proud too of this department, the work that we do, our accomplishments, our successes, and they want it to be the very best as well. And that shows, in this department in a big way. So we're really proud of that.
And it's overcoming obstacles and, providing opportunity, which is all part of the Goodwill mission. So I love that. So, well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned, shoppers. We'll have more information soon. Take care.
Bye.